Another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And he gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Levine. The three-pointer off the mark. Cannot hit. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers lead by 12. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. So on the floor for Minnesota, Payne out there with Garnett. Then there's Pekovic. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. And it's Levine in at the point guard position. Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it.
Here's Garnett. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Fast break, here they come. Here's Irving. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves trail by 10. Levine kicks to Pekovic. Can't hit. And Cleveland the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Payne's shot is good.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Irving kicks to Jefferson. The 3-ball. Love the pass to Jefferson. From downtown. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson. Minnesota calls timeout. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And the Timberwolves call timing. Has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He told the guys that for now, he wants to see them back off the three-point shot, saying all our offense doesn't need to come from perimeter jump shots. Let's get the ball inside for some high percentage looks.
Thank you, Doris.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Williams for 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Timberwolves trail by 8, and now the Timberwolves on the break. Levine, good.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in. Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Here's Garnett, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt. He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Here's Levine. And Pekovic gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Dellavedova dishes to Shumpert. Williams for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Here's Prince, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
How about this run there in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed. Adrian Payne is that new breed of big man, guys. I mean, he combines athleticism, size, and toughness with exceptional outside shooting. Made over 41% of his threes as a rookie.
Minnesota calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Love comes in for Shumpert. Smith checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Towns comes in for Kevin Garnett. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Payne. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Tayshaun Prince. Jefferson's shot is off. And back to Adrian Payne, one of those rare guys who can lead you in block shots and free throw percentage, something he perfected at Michigan State. Truly unique in his versatility. You covered a lot of his games.
Yeah, freakish athletically, but also highly skilled, which you don't often get for guys coming out of college. But again, this is a 4-year player, and it seems like every team's looking for bigs who can defend the post as well as spread the floor, whether starting or coming off the bench. So he's certainly a valuable asset.
And another miss by Cleveland.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Levine can't hit. Here's Dang, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Kicks it to Irving. Poked away, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. On up the court. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And the rejection by Jang. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Here's Irving. Trying to get back on track. And he gets the bucket. Irving's got 22 points.
A tough fourth quarter for him. 6 attempts with only 1 make to show for it. tough.
Mozgov with the steal. Here's Smith. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And what a tremendous game for Smith. 13 points, and he's been a brick wall today with all those blocks.
You got that right. He's giving them serious doubts about bringing the ball to the rim.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. James comes in for Richard Jefferson. And the basket by Rubio.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew on.
And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. On defense, the Cavaliers. Bean passes to Towns. Here's Rubio.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin.
LeBron kicks to Irving. They get a hand on it. Towns with the steal. Here's Wiggins, and the rejection by Smith. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Smith with the ball, and the shot is good. And now, 24 points for Kyrie Irving. Timberwolves trail by 4. 1:52 left in the 4th quarter. Rubio missing again.
He's gotten a lot of individual defensive attention all game long, and I think it's really bothered him and thrown him off.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And so it's Cleveland with it. To the left wing. Oh, wide open look for Love. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 9 points for Kevin Love.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
It's the first, and that trims the lead to 6.
Looking at the numbers for Gorgui Dieng, 8 rebounds and a block. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that could just do it as well as he does on both ends.
James wide open. And again, LeBron missing.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, you can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
There's Levine. No luck. Great D that time from Love.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
He drops the first one. That stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Here's Rubio. Offline with his 3. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 16-7 run. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Fires from deep. It's in.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for it.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.